They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David. It's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
He'll do it himself. Running into the open space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Marshall got that running game going on the last play. Let's see what they have here. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Rushes on him, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
The Orange offense will get its first chance now. This play from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Out of the backfield, he's open. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference.
Turning it on. Past the 50. At the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Orange. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball with thundering herd offense coming out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Marshall quick to the line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Rooks. They go to the wide receiver screen. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle. Breaks into the open. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Here's a heat. It's complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
10, Syracuse, 7.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground. The 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's got the back in the middle. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite him.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. The give on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch them. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On the option. This time he doesn't get it loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Going right to work up top. Complete to the left. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
He makes a catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off play action on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Rooks. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Last drive Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, CUSE. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Rooks. That's reeled in. It's Ezukama. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The handoff as they run the counter play here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
There he goes. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Orange. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. To the air, it's Rooks. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Turning it on. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Marshall will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Here's the return. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The option look. Sweet cut there. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Coates.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. And some room to work. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, CUSE.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
42, Marshall, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to pass, it's Rooks. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the left. Open spaces. Touchdown, Hurd! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver...
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Tillman. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Orange! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes.
At the 15.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He'll pull it on the read. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Running to Green. Gets it past the marker. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Syracuse. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
On the move, he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Owen. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
And he's knocked down.
Well, they got themselves in such a hole, and it's too bad because you see what they can do when they hand off the football to this guy. He is dynamic, and he's special, but they've got to do better in these drives early and down in distances.
With the catch, it's Massey. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Still running at the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, CUSE. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Coming out with it, it's Price. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to run it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Owen. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. 1st down and more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Buys a little time. Crosses the 40. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinators figure it out and then start double teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Owen. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Quarterback gets past the marker. He's into the open down the middle.
If you heard that sound, that was the sound of me throwing my clipboard. My goodness, how do I stop this offense? This guy is so dynamic, and what stinks about it is they snap it to the quarterback every play. Running back, I can try to take him out of the game. Receivers, I can try to take out of the game. Quarterback always touching the football, and when he can do this, good luck stopping him.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Wide receiver comes in motion. A first down run in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as